I came home early and found my parents packing my things, getting ready to move me into a tiny studio while my brother and his pregnant wife took over my big house. "You don't need all that space," they laughed. That's when I picked up the phone and called the police. Imagine walking into your home after a huge career win, ready to celebrate, only to find your entire life packed into cardboard boxes. Not by you, not with your permission, but by the very people who were supposed to love and support you. Can you even fathom that gut-wrenching betrayal? Because that's exactly what happened to me, Catherine Parker, though everyone calls me Katie. And let me tell you, it felt like my entire world was being systematically dismantled right before my eyes. I'm 27 years old, and honestly, I never saw it coming. One moment, I was on top of the world, flying high after nailing a massive client presentation. The next, I was standing in my parents' guest house, which had been my home for 5 years, staring at a scene of utter chaos. My parents looked up, those familiar, almost sickly sweet smiles on their faces, the kind that always masked their absolute need for control. My mom, Eleanor, held my childhood teddy bear in one hand and, get this, a lease agreement in the other. My dad, Robert, froze mid-tape, a flicker of guilt, or maybe just embarrassment, flashing across his face. Somehow, in their infinite wisdom, they decided to help me move into a studio apartment I'd never even laid eyes on. If you've ever felt your independence slipping through your fingers, or like you're just a puppet in someone else's play, then trust me, you'll understand. Before I dive deeper into this nightmare, I want to say, I've worked my butt off to build my career. I graduated at the top of my class from Northwestern with a degree in business and marketing, then landed an entry-level position at Meridian Partners, one of the most prestigious marketing firms in Chicago. For 5 years, I poured everything I had into that job, late nights, weekends, whatever it took. Just last month, all that grinding finally paid off. I got promoted to senior marketing specialist with my own team and client portfolio. I was thriving professionally. But my living situation? Yeah, not quite matching the professional success. I was still in the guest house on my parents' sprawling suburban property in Northbrook, about 30 minutes outside Chicago. It wasn't that I couldn't afford my own place. I absolutely could. The arrangement started as a temporary solution after college to pay down student loans, but somehow, 3 months turned into 5 years. I paid rent, insisted on it, actually, and maintained my independence as much as possible. The guest house had its own entrance, kitchen, and I handled all my own bills. My parents, however, presented it as the perfect setup. Why waste money on rent when you could be saving for your future? Mom would always say, usually followed by, besides, we just love having you close. My younger sister, Madison, she was smarter than me. The moment she graduated 2 years ago, she moved into an apartment downtown with full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.